Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024, Inkster City Council meeting is now called to order. Everyone please stand. We're doing it. Who I see? Who I'm missing? Oh, Pastor Oldman. Can you lead us in prayer tonight? Everything you recognize.
Father, we thank you this evening for your love and for your grace. We thank you for the leadership in this community, all the residents that live here, those that continue to work, play, and have the opportunity to serve. We are so gracious for this time that we have together to resolve issues of our community, to see how we can work as a collective to bring excellence to the city of Inkster. So we thank you that we have that opportunity to serve. Continue to bless us and give us strength. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Please keep standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mayor Nolan.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Chisholm.
Present.
Councilwoman Rutledge.
Present.
Councilman Bishop.
Present.
Councilwoman Scott, excused. Councilwoman Howard.
Here.
Councilwoman Richardson. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Great. Everybody had a chance to look over the agenda. Remember, we added item H, and we need to add another, what do we call it, flower bowl 2? Item I, flower bowl 2. Okay. So now we have, any other additions, deletions we need to do on the, we're doing a table on one item.
He's tabled it. Which one?
Should we just take item C off, or should we table it? Because we're not gonna consider it tonight. Why don't we just take it off and wait for new information?
Just take it off?
Just take it off. Let's take
Okay.
item C off. So we're gonna move the other items up. So we got items A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So there's no I. You got it? You good? All right. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Been properly moved and supported. In discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. It passes. Presentations.
T Squared Tutoring, Rosella Townsend.
Like Rosella Town.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Could you put the mic closer to you? Thank you.
All right.
There you go.
Me and my friend James Townsend, we're here to inform you guys on a tutoring service that we're going to be starting in Inkster. So I'll say again, hello. My name is William Young, and I'm a freshman at Henry Ford Early College. And this is my friend James Townsend. He's a junior at Divine Child, and we're starting an organization called T Squared Tutoring, and which is completely free. So we designed this to help students in middle school and high school get the extra assistance they need to do better in school, or just get the extra help in math or science. We're going to be starting out modestly with only one day, and we're going to be starting on the first day of every month. We will be starting one day modestly until we start to get more people and our organization begins to grow. So we'll open our days up to more as needed. We'll be holding our meetings in the Leanna Hicks Public Library of Inkster, so we'll reserve a room for our students. You might be asking, why have we started this program? Well, myself, I love to give knowledge to other students that they might not know, but I do. So what's a better way to do that than tutoring them and giving them the extra assistance they need to succeed?
Thank you, Will. Like he mentioned, we're a nonprofit who's focusing on tutoring middle school and high school students. But there's a few things I'd like to add on. First, I'd like to explain why we chose the city of Inkster, and I would say there's two main reasons. First, I'm a member of Kappa League's Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, Inkster chapter, so the city has a special place in my heart because of that. All the programs are done through there. The second reason is the fact that we realized that the city of Inkster doesn't have an official high school, so we felt obligated to share our talents in helping the community. So, bit of a way of how we're going to be structuring these meetings. At the beginning, we'll have a bit of a TED Talk for about the first 5 minutes, and that will be just informing the community of recent events, whether that be the rise of AI, a debrief of a certain career path, etc. So, once again, our first meeting is September 7th from 12 to 2 at the Leanna Hicks Library of Inkster, and thank you for your time.
Any questions?
So 12 to 2 on the first Saturday every month?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're gonna help you get some people there. We're gonna advertise it, put it on our website. We appreciate you guys both. This is extraordinary.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to say something. When I worked for Representative Jones, I had the opportunity or pleasure of meeting James and his family. So he's a couple years older now, and I didn't recognize him. But Rosella has stayed in touch, kept us aware, and has been at community events, passing out the information as well as sharing it. So I have shared it with when I did some radio interviews and other persons, just because we don't often have those type of opportunities come to our doorstep. We're always asking for them, and now we have them right here with two young men who came to council meeting to speak on that. So I really support what they're doing, and being that I work in the school system, and I know a lot of us have worked in school systems and still work with school children, I think it would be honorable for us all to ensure that we get this information out to the community to help them move forward and help our youth move forward.
Most definitely. Incredible. Okay, we're gonna move on to no public hearings tonight. Consent agenda. Do we have a motion?
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Passes. All right. Boards and commissions, do we have any nominations tonight? No? Okay. Ordinances none, first reading, second reading, we have none of those. New business.
Consider approval to purchase one vacant parcel, case number LD 24-39. The parcel is located on the east side of Bayham between Princeton and Carlisle, parcel ID noted in the amount of $1,500. See attached Wayne County records.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Passes.
Consider approval of the annual senior cookout, Commission on Aging, place Tyrone Wheatley Park, date September 20th, 2024, time 11:30 to 2:30.
So move.
Second.
Been probably moved and supported. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Passes.
Consider approval, oh no, that one's removed. Consider approval to purchase one vacant parcel, case number LD 24-40. The parcel is located on the north side of Norfolk between Princess and John Daly Street, parcel ID noted for $1,500. Please see attached Wayne County Public Records.
So moved.
Second.
Been probably moved in second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. It passes.
Consider approval to purchase one vacant parcel, case LD 24-41. The parcel is located on the south side of Lehigh Street between Meadowdale Street and Beach Daly Street. Parcel ID noted for $1,500. Please see attached Wayne County Public Records.
So moved.
Support.
Been probably moved and supported. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. It passes.
Consider approval to purchase one vacant parcel, case LD 24-42. The parcel is located on the south side of King Street between Princess Street and John Daly Street. Parcel ID noted for $1,500. Please see attached Wayne County Public Records.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved in second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. It passes.
Consider approval to implement a new social media policy. This is to ensure the use of social media in an official city capacity is carried out in a manner that is consistent with the current local, state, and federal laws.
So move.
Support.
Been properly moved and supported. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. It passes.
Consider approval to adopt ordinance to amend the bond authorizing ordinance previously adopted relative to the Clean Water State Revolving Fund Program.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved and second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Passes.
Approve recommendation for outside counsel to resolve matter and authorize mayor to have authorization for settlement agreement.
Move for approval.
Second. Been properly moved and second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay. It passes. Okay. Now, public participation. Remember, you're limited to 3 minutes. We ask you to come up to the mic, state your name, and you can watch the timer right there. It'll let you know when your time is up. Then you moonwalk back to your seat. Director Lisa Burnham.
Hello, how are you guys tonight? That's my time.
All up.
Well, I just only have a couple announcements here. Friday, September 13th, we'll be hosting the Memorial Luncheon for fallen officers, specifically Officer Kenneth Woodmere, Sergeant Ira Parker, Officer Daniel Dubell, and Officer Clay Hoover. We're also going to be honoring Auxiliary Hadley, who was the officer who was responsible and was at the scene during the unfortunate shooting of Officer Kenneth Woodmore. We'll be honoring him with a plaque for Hero Award. The second event is a group home summit on September 19th. It'll be held at the Dozer Rec Center. Refreshments and light dinner will be served. This will just be a summit held for neighboring group homes as well as group home patients, group home clients, members who are looking to open group homes. They can speak with someone there in ordinance if they're not compliant, how they can become compliant. Just, sharing information, experiences, things of that nature. So they'll have a panel of speakers and they can all come and kind of share collectively how they can improve group homes. Also, just an open discussion on, why we have so many group homes and what we can do about that. So that will be on September 19th. And that's it.
All right, thank you, Lisa. Oh, you got a question?
Yes, I do. Could you repeat about the memorial luncheon? Where and the
Yes.
time?
The luncheon will be September 13th at 11 a.m. at the Dozer Community Center. And then I did leave flyers for both events at the front.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. I'll be in DC. April Garrett.
Good evening, Mayor Nolan, council, and community.
Good evening.
The Wesleyan A. Bennett Foundation will host its Kids and Cooking program on Saturday, September 21st, from noon to 2 p.m. at the Leanna Hicks Public Library. We invite children ages 5 to 11 to come out and make a dish, enjoy a special treat, and meet our mascot, Fanny. It'll be the first time. In addition, Wayne Metro Community Action Agency will be present with a resource table to assist local residents with any needs. So please register in advance at our website, www.wesleyanbennett.org, so that we will have enough ingredients on hand for the cooking. If you don't have children, grandchildren, or great-grandchildren in this age group, just stop by to say hello and encourage our little chefs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you say the times again, please?
Noon until 2.
Great. Urena Ricks Johnson.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Attorney Urena Ricks Johnson, and I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Eta Iota Omega chapter in Inkster, Michigan, and I am the Social Action Chair. And on September the 19th at 6 p.m. at the Booker Dozier Rec Center, we will be hosting a candidate forum. At this time, we have invited some of the elected officials that are up for election for this cycle in November, some judges. We've invited all individuals within Wayne County that are up for election, and we are asking them to just provide information and education concerning their what they plan to do for this year and what their plans are if they are elected. So we ask that you help us to promote this event, and we also ask for your support just to make sure we get proper information and education about our elected officials to the community. Does anybody have any questions?
Questions? That sounds great. Do you have a flyer?
I do have a flyer. We have some, and we will leave some, and we'll have some passed out.
Okay, appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Clint, make sure you get a copy scanned in so we can send out electronically too. Valerie Denard.
Hello, I just had a question. Several years ago, DTE came through my neighborhood, and I don't have any trees in my yard whatsoever, but my neighbors behind me, 2 yards specifically behind me and one to the side. Anyway, they went up and they cut down all branches and growth that was all near the wires and so forth, and the stuff just fell. I did ask them, although it didn't involve my yard at the time, what do they do with the debris? Oh, they said they weren't responsible for that. They were clearly responsible, just strictly responsible for cutting away from the wire, and whatever fell, it just, well, with my neighbors, it just stayed where it was, where it still is today. It's right at the fence line on their side, on their property, and the stuff has continuously sprouted, spread wings, and grown all over into my yard. My backyard looks like a bush just coming through the fence, side and back. My neighbor to the side is a renter. Her landlord told her she was totally responsible for the yard. The young lady does come over, asks for permission, comes into my yard, and cuts away the debris that's growing through the fence into my yard. I left notices for the neighbors behind me, been totally ignored. So I'm just want to know, do you have any suggestions? What might be my recourse? Does Inkster by chance get involved in situations like this whatsoever? I have paid people to come through and cut all of that back, but it's been a proliferation. Of course, when you cut things back, it grows back in my situation, 10 times worse than what it was.
It's bad. That happens a lot with trees when they're on property lines, intertwined with fences. You have a right to trim everything that's on your side of the fence,
right,
property line. Unfortunately, you're going to continue to do that because they're going to keep growing back. Or you could, try to sue them, but that's costly.
Okay, well, has anyone heard of such thing as DTE not being responsible to pick up their mess? I mean, I just talked to some folks from Detroit, and they just had stuff cut down today, and DTE picked up everything.
They did in my backyard, and they cleaned up. So they cut all the trees by the power lines. They cleaned up.
Okay, so it's just me then.
It was just you. Okay, y'all, we're gonna reel it back in. We'll give you help. We'll call
My
DT
neighbors
tomorrow.
are totally just ignoring me. I left them.
What's the address of your neighbor?
Well, I can give you my address, and they live directly behind me on Farnham Street.
Okay, we have your address, so we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We're gonna call DT for you tomorrow, see if they'll come out.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Speaking to the mic, the solution that she did, the one that.
You wanna do that again?
She
It's too
didn't
late.
speak, not her.
I know you're talking about. Doris Moulton Spruill. Brookline. That's Ms. Moulton.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
My name is Doris Moulton Spruill, and I live on Burt Lane, and I'm here to really see if I can get some help with, first of all, the speed. We need speed bumps on Burt Lane. There's tire tracks where people, I guess they use it for the Indy 500 now. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I'm here to implore with you to please let me know how I can go about getting on the list or application for speed, to be considered for speed bumps. If not, just maybe a sign that says senior citizens like myself cross the street randomly, something like that. And also to let you know about, we have a situation with the trees, sycamore trees on Burt Lane. The branches are falling all over everywhere. I don't have one in my yard, but there is one in the house, in the yard next door to me. Mm-hmm. And when there's rain or storms or anything, the big branches fall all over everywhere. So I'm here to inquire as to how I would get help with these two issues.
Well, I'll have Chief will go by and look at Burt Lane, and I don't know where we at as far as a list, because every street wants speed bumps. But we will take a look at it and assess it, see what we can do. Is the tree on, not your property, but your neighbor's property, or is it on city property?
It's on the city property.
Okay.
It's a sycamore, big sycamore.
Huh? You got it? Okay, she'll be over tomorrow to take a look at it and see what we can do.
Thank you kindly.
Appreciate you. Barbara Cooper.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
Have two quick announcements. The first one is the 30th Annual Cardboard City Picnic will be Saturday, September the 14th, from 12 noon to 8 p.m., rain or shine, at Inkster Park. Bring your own basket, but we will have hot dogs and hamburgers for those that want to join us. And we're inviting everyone to come. Cardboard City, for those who do not know, is the original Lamone Garden, okay? And from this being torn down and Lamone Garden being built, the new one that getting ready to be torn down also. But I can say, first baby in Lamone Garden. So we like to ask everybody to come out and join us. And those who would like to make donations afterwards to help for next year, because the original people that started the Cardboard City Picnic are 80 and up. And us young people are trying to keep it going, and that's what we need. We need help. Secondly, on October the 19th is the Goodfellows Pancake Breakfast, and I will have the flyers and the tickets at the next meeting. We do have them. $15, the all-you-can-eat pancakes, and we just want everybody to come. We have the pancakes, we have the grits, we have the bacon, and we have the sausage. So we want everybody in the city to come out to help No Child Without a Christmas, because that's what it's for. And that's all I have right now.
Thank you. All right. Jennifer Rochelle.
Hi, I'm back up about Harrison continuously. What are we gonna do? When is Harrison getting fixed? We even filling holes on every street. Y'all been on my street on Spring Hill. I have to work all the time. My clients got to come down this street. I'm getting tired of going to work myself. So what are we gonna do? And who's over this street?
Over the street?
Yeah. And is it commercial? Is it a commercial district or is it residential or is it both?
Both. But Harrison is now residential, right? Zoning wise. But really, our Department of Public Service maintains our streets and our property. We only have so many funds to fix roads every year. We have a local street fund and a major street fund. Unfortunately, that amount of money is almost nothing right now. We have nothing in the road fund to fix here. Harrison obviously is majorly messed up. Inkster Task Force just renovated a house on Harrison, so I drive down it on a regular basis. It's bad. But we have to fix Harrison basically from Michigan Avenue all the way to Annapolis. What was the estimate on that? About 15 million just for Harrison. So the cost of concrete right now is just extraordinary. And unfortunately, I hate to give the answers that people don't like. We don't have the money to fix it at this time. We did a road study several years ago. Harrison is on the list because it's in bad shape. But we highlighted the worst roads first, down to the roads that are not as bad. Harrison is certainly on the list, but because it's such a heavy lift, that's a major road for the city of Inkster. We have to replenish that fund before we attack that. We're attempting to find grant money, federal money now, so we can attack that. Not only we gotta do the street, we gotta do the sewer too. So when you pull up the street, you gotta do everything underneath also. And that's just one road, Harrison. So we know it's in bad shape. Unfortunately, I don't have a great answer for you.
Okay, so is there anything you can do about patching? I mean, something got to be done. Something can be done. I don't keep
They're not holes, they're craters. I mean, so you patch it, but the patch comes out when the weather changes, when people drives over. We patch it. I mean, we do patch it. It's been a problem for years. You have your business there, right?
Yeah, 36 years now.
I remember you coming talking to you. It's been a long time.
I'll be back next 2 more weeks, so same thing.
We got to find some money. That's the real answer. We have to find some money to get it done. I mean.
I just stand here for the next 27 seconds. My time is up. I swear, y'all, I'm so sick of Inkster. I am so tired of Inkster. I wish I wouldn't have brought this business in Inkster. It's terrible. I mean, for real, it's terrible.
I understand. Oh, ain't nobody else. That's it for public participation. You filled out one? I didn't see one for Gene Oldman. Uh-oh, you just.
You better say something.
That's for Gene Oldman.
There are ways to bring economic sustainability to communities, right? We just have to be about our own progression, right? So I'm excited to share information. We had a world-renowned artist in Inkster on Friday before last, and we had representation. And if Troy can come out, because I can't make this work to get the pictures up, but we had representation from the governor's office. Our state senator was there. Wayne County exec and leadership was there. And our own Kim Howard came and was there to welcome everyone that Friday night. Of course, Felicia Rutledge and our mayor was there on Saturday, and we understand we did something from the 12th. But the one thing that, when you think about communities and you think about the possibilities, go to the next one, please. I don't want them looking at me. When you see the artwork that he brought, and Dana's comment was to have a world-renowned artist in your community is where community change starts. So when you have your culture and these young men with educational opportunities, everything we can do to vest ourselves bring more people, which bring and attracts more businesses, and it attracts other things. So as we do our part for our community, we have opportunity to have funding come in. So I'm very excited about telling you thank you. We did well with the fundraiser. Mr. Ellis was very excited. As you see, you're looking at a room full of millionaires. If we could get them to come back and invest, not Dana, and not me if you see me. But there are people there that was able to purchase this art. right? So we don't want you just to drop by Inkster. We want you to do as we see from Michigan Ave and what happened in the city of Detroit. We want you to come by and see more in our community. That's what we're doing at Operation Refuge, and I would invite others to come and join us in the work. Even as you see that space, you remember when it was a rundown, condemned building. This is the kind of work that we intentionally do in our community because we want to vest where we work and live. So nobody put my 3 minutes up, but I know it should be almost up, and thank you, Troy, for your support.
Peggy Lucas.
Good evening again, Mayor and Council and the City of Inkster residents. I am here on behalf of the Inkster Chamber of Commerce. The Inkster Chamber of Commerce is excited to celebrate the City of Inkster's 60th birthday. The City of Inkster officially became a city in 1964. We will celebrate this joyous occasion on Saturday, November 2nd, 2024 at the Blitz Event Center at 30225 Cherry Hill in Inkster. We invite you to graciously showcase your business or expression of personal note in the 60th birthday celebration souvenir booklet, and we invite you to come and join us for this event. Tickets can be purchased you can call the chamber office at 734-732-1922, or we have flyers sitting there on the side of the table if you need more information, or you can see me. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now that's it for public participation. Madam Clerk, do you have anything?
Just gearing up for the upcoming November election, and I will be sending out communications regarding early voting, the dates and time, and it will also be here at the City Hall for 9 days.
I see a finger. Did we miss a slip?
No.
A slip? We didn't miss a slip? Okay. Mr. Treasurer.
Good evening. We do want to announce that the city is going to be migrating its BS&A system this week. And as a result of that, we're going to not be able to accept payments at the treasurer's office on Thursday and Friday of this week. We will be closing about an hour earlier than normal on Wednesday, but we're going to be closed. City Hall will still be open, but the cashier's window will not be open. So we won't be able to take water bill payments, income tax payments, we won't be able to process any payments. And again, that's due to the migration of data related to the city's accounting system. So just wanted to let everyone know, you can still make payments online during that time, but they will not be posted. They will not show up until Monday. They will post as a date if you're making the payment, but they won't be posted until Monday when we go back live with the accounting system. So.
Thank you.
I'm sorry?
That was very subtle, but he cut his microphone off before answering your question.
My 3 minutes are up. but no, so there won't be any kind of late penalties or anything like that. So there is a credit card fees that are normally charged with any online payments, but we're talking about payments that are being made here at City Hall. So, but if there are any questions or concerns, we'll be back open on Monday morning and we can address those directly.
Can you grab him afterwards? Because we out of order if we start taking questions at this point. All right. Councilman Bishop.
Nothing at this time.
Councilwoman Rutledge. Councilwoman Richardson.
No, I'm gonna say something.
Yep.
Okay. Just two things that I would like for Mr. Bivens to address, because I'm getting a lot of calls. One thing, the sidewalk program still existed, not existed, just kind of talk on it. And also, I'm getting complaints about the water bills. The water usage is low, but the sewage rate is high. And so they want you to kind of explain what's going on with that, if you could do that. I appreciate it.
Well, I think she said Bivens.
I did.
I mean, the water rate, it hasn't changed. I mean, the water rates, the sewage rate and the water rate, it's the same. I know it's high, but I don't know how much more we can explain it.
It's rising, and
Every year goes up.
of course, but I still would like for you to kind of just address the program, also the sidewalk thing, you know, if it's on hold, whatever, just say whatever so people will know. And then just explain about the rates. It's really not the water usage, because people are saying they're not really using as much water, but the sewage rates. And then they want to know about the detention centers, and are we charged for that? And I can't answer all those questions. That's what you get paid for. Sir, thank you.
Councilwoman Richard, council viewing audience and the audience here. I don't really know how to answer that question, so we had an increase. We have an increase July 1 every year. So
Yes,
we have an
please.
increase. So
And-
when the water rate increases, so does the sewer. Sewer rate is normally 3 times or sometimes 2 times the amount of the water rate. Sewer is not measured. It's not metered. So it's a formula that our accountants do to come up with the water rate, and that's what I present to mayor and council, and that's what's adopted. So, go ahead.
Yeah, so, as Director Bivens indicated,
His head on the light.
So as Director Bivens indicated, and I know there's a lot of confusion on the breakdown between water and sewer rates. You know, generally the water rates are a composite of what all the costs that are associated with the system and what the projected revenues are. One of the reasons why we've been seeing increases is due to the situation regarding the meters, and the mayor spoke to this earlier when the attorney was presenting about the amendment for the bonds. The city of Inkster water system has a pretty high, what we call water loss rate, which basically cuts into the revenues and causes us to need to increase the rates in order to cover the cost of the system. As we calculate that, the breakdown between water and sewer is basically about a third we attribute to water, and about 2/3 we attribute to the sewer costs. Those costs are not generated independently. That's just our estimate in terms of how we project the costs associated with the purchase of the water, along with the maintaining of the infrastructure associated with it. It's an estimate. So, you know, anytime someone asks about the sewage costs and everything, again, it's just a function of their usage, the units that they generate, and the total cost. And we simply just break that down roughly on a 1/3, 2/3 breakdown. And again, when we, just want to speak directly again to the question about why the rates are going up. Again, it's just a function of what we pay in terms of purchasing from GLEWA, what we're able to charge, or how much of those units that we purchase from GLEWA, what we're able to get back from our customers, along with the costs associated with the program. And, like a lot of communities in metropolitan Detroit, we have a aging infrastructure system. It's requiring a lot of repairs. You see construction going on in various parts of the city related to the water system, and that those costs, those repairs and maintenance costs, and that's really what goes into the cost associated with it and how we set the water rates.
Okay. Sidewalk program?
Sidewalk program is still in existence.
It's still existing?
Yeah, we're on between Middle Belt, between Cherry Hill and Avondale. They're very rough.
Middle Belt, Cherry Hill, and
So Middle Belt's the boundary, from Middle Belt to Henry Rough, between Cherry Hill and Avondale. That's what
Okay.
section we in now.
That's where you are.
Section 2.
Section 2?
Section 2, District 2.
Oh, District 2, you're in District
So
2
we
now.
started with the worst, once we did the sidewalk study, we started with the worst part of the city.
Which was what?
District 2.
Much appreciated.
Okay. All right, thank you. That's all I have.
Councilwoman Howard.
Yes, I just like to piggyback off of Pastor Overman. I had a really great time. The place was beautiful. You guys should check it out. It was really nice, really nice. The artist was him and his family. They were from Houston, correct? They drove up. They were very, very nice. Nice family. I ended up buying 2 paintings, but I will buy more. But I think the stuff that you still have, the information for those who want to purchase one, but there was great. I had no intention of going in. One painting, but when I seen one, I couldn't buy one without the other. So, but I love them both. But I just want to tell you thank you for inviting me. I had a great time. Second thing, I know we did the NSP program. I know everything transpired, but once you guys get finished, can you email the council with the houses along with the vendors who got them? Because I know we did that once before.
Sure.
Okay, that's all I have for right now.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes, thank you. I was actually going to ask the city clerk about the early voting, but she already stated she'd send the dates out once those become available. So thank you. Also, just want to say thank you to the Public Safety Department, DPS, and all of those who were involved who worked effortlessly during the storms that we recently had. I was one that was affected immediately when the wind started blowing. My power just went out. Came back on barely, and so it was out that night. All we could do was charge a cell phone, maybe a cable box or something like that would come on, and then the next day DT cut the whole grid off, power was off for a couple of days, so we lost all food items except for dry goods. So I feel for you all who experienced the same thing. I drove the city, some didn't, some did, and it sucks when this happens, and DTE works out the best they can, I assume, but I know our employees, like I said, public safety, DPS, and just other city employees worked hard and effortlessly the best that they could through the storms once it subsided, and I just continue praying for their safety and well-being. And also, it was a multitude of back-to-school drives that all occurred, and I think we have about a year now to get ready for the next one so we could kind of have one big one, because there were so many different entities asking the city for resources or asking us directly for resources, and it's really hard to support every single one, and we need to come together as a collective so we can have one big one and have full, if you will, backpacks and school supplies, because they are needed. And I'm not knocking anybody for wanting to do, like their own thing. And a lot of people had different community festivals, if you will. But we just got to find a way to facilitate it and streamline it. And I would just like to see that happen. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. I don't know if anybody noticed, last council meeting, I was not here. But I was still working, sort of. I was at the Democratic National Convention representing the city of Inkster. It was a great event, did a lot of networking, a lot of people there. I think it's like 50,000 people descended on Chicago. Today, myself along with the other black mayors in the state of Michigan met with Alyssa Slotkin about her candidacy for U.S. Senate and what she could do for communities like ours. I'm gonna follow up next week and meet with her personally. I'll be in Washington, D.C. for the Congressional Black Caucus, again, representing the city of Inkster. That's how you get those resources and you bring them back home. So that's where I'm going. And I will follow up with what we find out while we're there. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a couple of staff are going with me. So we'll be well represented, and we try to go work on behalf of the city of Inkster. All right, everybody have a good evening. Hope you had a happy holiday. It was a good weekend. We gotta get back to work. So we'll see y'all later, next meeting. Make it happen.
Motion to adjourn.
Nay.
We did. You were sleeping. We voted. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Motion to adjourn. We got a second? Discussion, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed, nay.